Mythos. The door begins rattling and shaking as if someone or something is on the other side. The mythos event affects the investigator in the space with a door who has suffered the most horror. So what's that? The mythos event affects the investigator in a space with a door who has suffered the most horror. So we're both in spaces with a door. Carson's suffered the most horror, so we've got to resolve the event. The door suddenly flies open. Agility. You jump back to avoid the door, but no one is there. If you fell, the door slams you hard in the face and you suffer 1 damage and become dazed. Oh, great. Right, so old Carson has got to roll his agility, 2 agility dice, and he's got to try and get 2 successes from 2 agility dice. Great. 1 success, failed it. Take 1 damage and become dazed. Suffer 1 damage. Here we go, face up. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down damage. Great. So that means I take that 1 and I take 1 additional face down. Like so. Continue. Dazed. At the end of your turn, discard this card. So the dazed goes away. Okay, the hunting horror moves 3 spaces towards the investigator within range who has suffered the most damage. Well, we're both in range, we're both on the same square. The most damage is the same, so I can choose. Then it attacks that investigator. The monster attacks. So let's see who it attacks. It attacks Rita, because she rolls 5 strength die. I need a 2 to pass it. And I've got 2 clues there. Dun 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 dun. She's not dazed because her turn's over. So I'm going to spend the 2 clues and change them to 2 successes. If you pass, which I did, you punch it in the center mass before it can do any harm. Suffer 1 face down damage. So I still get damage. Continue. Each investigator must resolve a horror check. Okay, so we've just got to do the horror check again. So we're both stood next to the bloody thing, so we've got to confirm horror checks with it. First one is going to be Carson. The creature vanishes from sight. You look around and anxiously in a heavy drop of greyish. Blah, blah, blah. You look up to see the beast prepare for another meal. Suffer 2 horror. Observation negates. Observation, he rolls 5 observation dice. Plus 1, so I can roll 6. So I roll this, take a failure and roll it. So I've got 4 successes. 2 horror, so nothing happens there. And now it's Rita's turn for a horror check because she's so horrified. The creature latches onto its surroundings, tearing them apart. So will is 4. I need a 3 to pass. Oh dear. Need a 3 from these 4 dice. And I rolled a 0. If you pass, you hold still and it ignores you. If you fail, lose your nerve and scream, drawing the beast's attention, suffer 2 horror. So here's the first horror. It is flip 1 damage face up. So if we flip a damage face up, it is flip 1 other damage face up, then discard this card. So we flip another damage face up, keep face up. So we discard this card. That one goes to the bottom of the deck. The new damage card we faced up was if you move more than a single space as part of an action, flip 1 damage face up. So that stops us moving very nicely. Great. Hysteria, flip 1 damage face up, then flip this card face down. So she has a face down. And I got to do another horror face up. Become focused, then flip this card face down. So become focused. You may discard this card to convert all clues to wins. That's all right then. Then resolving a test. Great. Okay, so Rita's got problems walking. If you move more than a single space, as part of a move action, flip 1 damage face up. End the mythos phase, here we go. So, this bloody beast is still alive. Should Carson have a go at it? No, Rita's going to go first. She's going to have a pop at it. So Rita's taking her first action. She's going to have a pop at the horror. Select it. Let's kill the thing. Attack it. Heavy weapon. So strength, I need 2. Her strength is 5. I need 2 successes. 1, 2 successes. We've done it. If you pass, you connect with a crushing blow. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. The weapon's got 2 damage. So we hit it. Killed the bloody thing. It goes away. Creature lurches to the ground, dead. Hearing the monster's final fate, the old man in the kitchen curiously slips out. Move Eugene. There he is. Continue. Okay, Rita's first action was kill the beast, which she did. Okay, her second action is going to be... I don't think we need that one there, do we? No, that one there goes away because we've seen the room. Her second action is going to be to move down and have a chat to Carson. So, second action, 1. Oh no, it's 1. I can only move once because of my dodgy ankle. God darn it. So she's going to move there. 1 move, and Carson's going to give her a third action of exploring this room here. Explore. What have we got? The light from the entry shines in a dimly lit office. As you open the door, a lamp sits on a large wooden desk, casting long shadows. Discard the explore token and place the office tile. So we get rid of the discard. We quickly dive in and look for the office. Office. There we go. Here's the office tile. Look at that artwork. I don't know about you, but I love it. It's great. So we have the red chair, so we place the office. Place the office tile and a wall as indicated. So I can't see the wall. Oh, there we go, there's the wall. So that's a dead end. Let's stick a wall in. Stick that wall in there. The desk under the lamp, cluttered. So let's put a search token. Who's this? Across the room, bookcase stacked with books. Among the items, you spot something useful. Place the sedatives common item as indicated. So we'll quickly dive into the common deck, find the sedatives. So whack the sedatives there. You may move 1 space into the explored area. So because it's not part of my move action, because I explored, I can move into there for free and not suffer the damage card. So that's her all done. She's got nothing else to do. This is a dead end over here. So we will now move to Carson's go. I think Carson's going to have to come down and talk to old Eugene. Yep. So Carson's going to move 1, 2. Nothing stopping him moving, is there? Nope. Talk to Eugene or heal up. I think we'll talk to Eugene. So we're going to have a chat. Are you okay? Where is Mr. Vanderbilt? Ignore him. Where is Mr. Vanderbilt? So for the attic, Wait, I'm not sure if you're trusting me with this. So we got influence, 4 dice. See how much influence have we got? 1. Jesus. No, Mr. Vanderbilt would not like me talking about strange things. That's that. So that was my second action. It's the end and I go. Let's move to the mythos. The ground suddenly gives way, revealing a vast cavernous emptiness. This mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the lowest lore. No one's in an outdoor space. Fantastic. No effect. The investigators are back. Here we go. So Eugene's no longer in range of... Is he? 1, 2. Going through open doors. I think that's allowed. So Eugene can talk to him. Tell me where the key is, Eugene. Carson's talking to him. Tell me where the key is. What do I need to do? Influence, 4. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3 successes. 1, 2, 3. All right, Mr. Vanderbilt has a hidden office. Retreats. The door is hidden in the estate's library, which is through the east door when you get to the hall. The east door when you get to the hall. It's going to be over here, isn't it? It's a very strange lock hidden behind the bookshelf. The butler instructs you how to open the secret door in the library. Gain 1 clue. So he gains a clue. Okay, Eugene's second go. Not Eugene, Carson. Carson's second go. He's gonna 1, 2, and he's gonna go into the same room as Rita. Rita's go. She's gonna search. The desk is covered in random clutter. Small space cleared in front of the chair. Search as her first action. You dig through the dense paperwork, cluttering the decks, looking for anything of interest. So observation. She has a 3, but she has a magnifying glass, so she gets to roll an extra 1. She has 1, 2 successes. 1, 2. Confirm that. As you shuffle through the seamlessly endless paperwork, cover the old journal, lift Vanderbilt, gain the old journal unique item. So the unique item deck, old journal, goes to Rita. The investigator holding the old journal can read through its entries by interacting with it in the app. Ah, right, okay. So Rita has the old journal. Rita's second action. Sedatives. At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror. So the sedatives are pretty good. So she's got her second action, she's going to move once. Her third action, courtesy of Carson, is she's going to pick up the sedatives. Okay, so that's her done. And that's him done. So that is the end of the round. Mythos phase. We're heading over to this door, aren't we? This is where we need to go. I think that's where we're going to find the library. How big's the library? Lounge. Right, Rita Young squints against the weakest light and the pain in her head throbs from time to heartbeat, blah, blah, blah. Strength. So I need a 1 or better on strength. Luckily, she's got a strength of 5. If she passes, the headache is a distraction. So we need 1 success. Yeah, 4 successes. If she passes, which she did, it's just a distraction to work through. If she fails, so we passed it. No problem. A robed figure appears from a secret door and begins searching around. We have a cultist. Here he is. Upon seeing signs of other people, the figure yells, "There is someone here!" You hear a muffled response from another part of the estate. Get rid of them. Spawn the cultist as indicated. Continue. The cultist moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. He's already in a zone with Rita. Then he attacks the investigator in a space with the lowest influence. Rita's influence is 2. The monster attacks. The cultist approaches with confidence, wearing a demented smirk. The cultist grabs with both hands and attempts to overpower you. Strength 2. Rita's strength is 5. Just need a 2 or better. And we got 2. Lovely. Passed it. If you pass, redirect your attacker's momentum. The monster suffers 1 damage. Yep. If you fail, you're overpowered. Didn't fail. Each investigator must resolve a horror check. So we can both see him. So Rita's going to go first. Horror check for Rita. The cultist's wounds peel back, exposing rotting muscle. Horror. Okay, suffer 1 horror. Will negates. So I just need a will of 4. I failed it. Unbelievable. Okay, so I got, oh god, suffer 1 horror. So I suffer a horror, no additional effect, flip this card face down, and then it says, then flip 1 horror face up. So what we do is we get our horrors that we've already received, shuffle them, so we don't know what's what, and we flip 1 face up. Is that one? Resolve immediately, become focused, then flip this card face down. I'm already focused, so I can't do it again. So now I have 3 horror. Need to clear some horror, I reckon. Continue. And now Carson's got to do a horror check. Reaches out towards you. Lore. I need a lore check. It's 4 for Carson. That's quite good. Just needs a 1. Just needs a 1. That's 4 zeros. Blood. If you pass, you recognize the danger. I didn't pass. If you fail, you recall the darkest deeds of your life. Things done to you and things done to you, things done to you and things done by you. Flip 2 horror face up. Flip 2 horror face up and become dazed. So 2 horror face up, 2 horror. If you fail, flip 2 horror face up. I've only got 1 horror, so I'm going to flip it face up. No additional effect. Flip it face down. And I've got to become dazed. Carson is dazed. That's not good. You cannot spend clues to convert dice. Okay, that's the end of that phase. End. Confirm. Investigators are back. Right. We have a cultist. Rita, sedatives. At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror. We're going to do that for Rita. If you do, discard this card and then your turn. Oh dear, she's got to do that at the start of her turn. Not doing that. So what she's going to do is she's going to attack the cultist. Let's get rid of him straight away. Attack him. She has the fire extinguisher, heavy weapon. Your foe lashes out, blah de blah de blah. Your left weapon, left arm, strength is 5 for Rita. She needs a 2 or better. 1. Okay, we're going to spend the focused. You may discard this card to convert all magnifying glasses to results. So we have a result of 3. If you pass, which we did, you manage to raise the weapon enough to bring it down painfully on the immobilized limb. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. The weapon's damage is 2, so we give him 2. 1, 2. He's deaded. He's gone. Okay, so that was Rita's first action. Rita's second action is... Her second action, I can't walk because of that bloody... So her second action is walk 1 into the space there. Should I read the journal? Should I read the old journal? Never done that before. We have an old journal. It's practically a confession. Should we see what it is? Let's see what it is. In our backpack, we have the old journal. So this is our third action. Pages are torn. Let's read it. Return to an entry from several years ago. William has gotten increasingly secretive. Astronomy. He's been working on some secret. What does he not know? On board. Bedroom. Gain 1 clue. Okay. Gain a clue. The journal entries continue on for several months. You can continue reading as an action. Okay. No actions left. It's now Eugene's go. So he's going to search. I must have already searched there because it's gone. So Eugene needs, we need to get to this, we need to get here, we need to get to this area now. So Eugene's going to start, sorry, not Eugene, Carson's going to leave this area and head up there. So he goes over 1, 2 for his first action. And as our second action, discard 2 face down damage, then discard this card. So I'm going to discard 2 face down damage. Let's get rid of that. And discard the card. That's his second action. We're all done. Confirm. Mythos. Rita. God. Clutching at her gut, her skin bulges and distends as something moves beneath it, twisting within her innards. Rita Young suffers 1 face down damage and 1 horror. Bloody hell. 1 face down damage. 1 horror. It's face up unless otherwise. So the horror is no additional effect. So she has 4 horrors there, and now she's only 5. She got 5 horror before she goes insane. That needs to be addressed. Rita's going to go first. She's going to use the sedatives at the start of her turn. Discard 3 damage and 3 horror. If you do, discard this card and end your turn. So Rita's going to get rid of 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Is it face down damage or just damage in general? No, 3 damage, 3 horror. So she can get rid of all 3 of those. And she can get rid of 3 horror. 3 random horror, they're going. Like so. Rita's turn is done. She's finished. Old Eugene, he's, not Eugene, Carson. Keep calling him Eugene. Carson's heading into this room. So he goes 1. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's take a look through that door, shall we? Bedroom. Let's explore the bedroom. That's our last action. The door opens into a bedroom. It seems modest compared to the decorative bedroom number 2. So we place bedroom 2 like so. Remove the doodah. What have we got? Search token. Search token. Search. Search. Continue. You may move one space into the explored area. I may move one space into the explored area. Nope, I'm heading here. I want to go here. So I'm not doing that. That's the end of the investigator's phase. Confirm. Rita can move again at last. She can move one additional space as well. Carson Sinclair suddenly stumbles and falls into a pit. After falling for what feels like a lifetime, he slams hard into the ground where he started. Carson suffers 2 damage and 1 horror. Observation negates. So observation is 5 dice for old Carson. Let's see what he rolls. He rolls 1, 2. Dazed goes away because that was at the end of my turn. So he suffers 2. So I'm going to spend a clue and change that to 3 successes. I suffer nothing. Investigate phase, lovely. Right, Rita is going to go first. Rita is going to leave here. She's going to run 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to go another 3. 1, 2. On the way, she's going to open that door. Let's see what's behind that one. Library. Explore it. That was her 3rd action because she's next to Carson again. The door creaks on its hinges as you push it open, revealing the library. Okay, let's find the library. So we have a library like that. Remove the search token. Discard the explore token, sorry. Place the library and a wall. So we've got to stick another wall up, like so. Continue. We must have some search tokens in here, I would imagine. So there we go. Place a search token as indicated. Search tokens, there's 2 here. A robed figure is pushing a bookshelf back into place. Place a search. Oh dear. The robed figure draws out a strange idol and begins chanting. Before your very eyes, a terrifying creature appears out of thin air. The cult member speaks some words to it in a strange language, but the creature turns on him, tearing him to pieces before your very eyes. Spawn a hunting horror. In the library as indicated, then suffer 2 horror. Will negates. So Rita rolls 4 for her will. See what we get. 1. Bloody hell. So I only suffer 1 horror. Face up. No additional effect. Flip this card face down. Okay. Continue. You may move 1 space into the explored area, which I'm going to do. Continue. That is it. End the investigate phase.